Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again on the same day. And I'm really going to mess up your minds now. But of late, especially, let's say in the past year, you've been hearing a lot of information about Black Jesus. And I know you've probably been questioning why. Now, up until this point, you never had people constantly saying Russia telling you about Black Jesus, China telling you about Black Jesus. Everywhere they're talking about Black Jesus. The Pope talking about Black Jesus. Now, I'm sure you're questioning all of that. And I'm sure Black people in America definitely are questioning that. Many people are historians and they go way back further than the 6,000 years that they've been trying to equip you about the King James Version. And for some strange reason, they told us that everything in that book was verbatim. Nothing had been messed around. But for some strange reason, we've lived long enough to see how that works. Now we understand how Rome did it. We understand how these people over there did it because we see it trying to be done right here in the United States of America in our very faces as if it's not happening, but we see it. So we can feel satisfied that everybody that's been talking to us have been lying to us because nobody has presented anything to us that reflects a truth that would be found satisfactory to all of the people, not just America, but people everywhere. So you think about this Black Jesus. This Black Jesus is probably not going to talk to you about the same things that the white Jesus was talking to you about because the white Jesus, there was a lot of stuff going on under that Jesus. Slavery, beatings, hanging, burning up, witches, everything you can imagine. People trying to exemplify the worst part of that Jesus. The best part of that Jesus, they never caused anything to happen, and that is uh, peace and prosperity and freedom and all that other good stuff. They never cared about that, but they were coming at you hard about that other stuff, the stuff that interfered with their game. So they persecuted you. And that Jesus said it was okay. Didn't knock it. In fact, it was written, obey your master, and all of that. But now, Black Jesus, you haven't seen anything written in a book from these people who've been keeping you captive about a Black Jesus. But when I talk to you, I speak to you as if I'm familiar with the Black Jesus. And when I say that, I'm saying because I'm Black. And I'm saying because I know where my satisfaction, where my fulfillment is. And I have no doubt that as I am entitled to it from the powers that created the earth, and so are you. And that basically means that I have nothing to fear from you, and you should have nothing to fear from me. And if in order for that to happen, we should be working together. It's like the Chicago Bulls when Michael Jordan was playing. Everybody worked together to win the championships. Or when Magic Johnson was playing with LA. Everybody worked together to win the championship. All of the greats, you know what I'm talking about. But when they came together, who won? The one that was most dedicated, the one that was most committed. And when the game was over, there wasn't any fighting. There wasn't any beating heads. They celebrated because it was all fun. So what I'm saying basically, ladies and gentlemen, is that I can see Black Jesus talking to you just like me. First of all, I'm not familiar with too many white people. I know that there are some, but I'm not too familiar with too many white people trying to talk about peace, prosperity for everybody, including Black people. Not. And when they say it, they're just using it like all men are created equal. Why did they say that? They never believed it. They never practiced it. But they wanted everybody else to think that this is what they were all about. See? And money helped them to keep that path. But when you're doing things because you represent one another, you recognize the responsibility that each have to one another, and you want to make sure you got yours and that they're not missing theirs. That's when you listen to the Black Jesus. because Black Jesus is going to make sure that when you need a doctor, there's going to be one. When you need kind of medical care, there's going to be one. As long as there are individuals that come onto this earth that want to have medical profession, it will be open to them. Your teeth, that stuff fall out. We got people that lie just can't wait to give you the most beautiful mouth you could ever imagine. When it comes down to your cars needing repairs and all that stuff, just like it came from the factory. Your homes needed just like it came from the factory. You got not to suffer for nothing because, excuse me, the pros, the best that there is, are taking care of you. That's what I'm talking about. No games, just life. So, as one who I personally believe is qualified to speak for Black Jesus. Now, wait a minute. I'm talking about just living together. I'm not talking about that way out deep stuff. God got other people out there taking care of that. Not me. I'm not out there. I'm around here where we are daily living. Okay? And I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your time. And until next, this is Eddie Marcus. Say goodbye for now.